So you may have logged into your SharePoint Online environment, started to work with Nintex, and you see this little banner coming across the page, and that's what we're going to talk about in this video here for a few minutes. So in April of 2026, the classic App Store is going to go away within the SharePoint Online environment, and that's going to affect our Nintex apps that work in this environment. You'll look over here and see that we have the orange and blue Nintex Forms apps, and this is what is going to be negatively affected and will not work after that date in April. There's a really good article out here on the community site about the future of Nintex Office 365 Forms, and I would encourage you to come and read this particular article on the community site because it's going to talk about it a little bit more in detail. So I'm going to get into an environment here and show you the new app that you should be using. And you'll see this little Nintex button here. It's not the bright orange or the bright blue. It's got a little bit darker navy logo there associated to it. And this is the one that you want to get downloaded or installed, I guess you could call it, within your SharePoint Online environment. And when you click on it, it's going to open up this page, and the first option here is to open up Nintex Automation Cloud, or what we call Nintex Workflow, and then we have the forms capability down here at the bottom, and that's what you're really shooting for, because this is where your forms need to be going into the future within SharePoint Online. When you open it up, you'll see what looks like the new responsive designer. This is the SPFx version that will work after that date. And if you scroll down here on the left-hand side, you'll see all of your SharePoint columns in your list are going to be there, and a couple other ones like List Lookup and People Picker and Manage Metadata. The traditional browser or designer will be in here. You can kind of move these things from left to right and change the layout of your screen the way that you see fit inside of here. And this is for the form that you want to be opened when you click on the new button, or when you click on a list item, it will open it up for you. Now, how you get that little button to show up is right here. So we're going to walk through how to get this done. So there's the end result of the button, and what you're going to do is come up here to the waffle, click on the waffle in the upper left-hand corner, and you'll need to be an administrator within your environment to get all this done. You'll select the waffle and go to your admin area, and at that point, you'll be able to come in and install the application and then get it activated on your individual sites that are out there. So we'll come in here, click on the waffle. You'll see this option up here at the top where we can come into the SharePoint section. Once we get this SharePoint section opened up, we'll go into more features. We can open up the apps area. Inside of there, you'll see the SharePoint store, what I'll call the new SharePoint store. And inside of here, you'll see the old forms and workflows. We don't want those. We want the one that says Nintex Automation Cloud. And all we're going to do is add this to the catalog here. And once we get it added, we'll then get a screen that shows up here where we can go and say, go to the API access page, because we want to give SharePoint Online access to be able to get to the API here. This next screen will open up, and you'll see here that we've got some permissions that we're looking at. We're going to come over to the left here, and we're going to go ahead and select this individual item that's out there, because right now it's just pending as far as the request is concerned, and what we need to do is get this approved. So once we do click on it, you'll see the approve button is going to be activated, and that way we can go and hit on the approve button right here. Now, once we get that approved, you'll see the app has become available within your SharePoint Online tenant. Now we can go up to the gear and check out the app as it's available, and we can go ahead and add it. You click add, and now it's going to show up within your lists and your libraries inside of your SharePoint Online site. So you're all set with being able to leverage that. You can open that up, sign up for a free trial if you need to, and get started. One other thing I wanted to highlight here as well is when you do open up Nintex Automation Cloud, or what we call Nintex Workflow now, you can go into the settings area, click on SharePoint integration on the far left-hand side, and add your SharePoint Online environment. That way, SharePoint Online, when you go to click on it, it knows what tenant to go and open up. You'll be able to put your URL right there, pick what type of access to the site you want to add, click on the add button, and then you'll be set. So that way, when you do click on the Nintex button, it will open it within Nintex Automation Cloud. So don't forget to do that here at the end. That way it knows which tenant to open up. That way you can build your workflows.